Hi guys, I'm the replacement guy, so it's not that good as the main one, but it's what you guys get. I'm kind of sad today because I thought we are one of the oldest customers from PortaOne. We are 17 years with you guys, I think. We are not. Yeah, it's a disappointment, but Datora is doing 31 years this year in July. We start with voice over IP in 96. Doing wholesale. We still do wholesale. We are a main wholesale player in Brazil for voice and data ports and all these things. We don't like end users. It's not our thing. Okay, they call too much. In 2011, we start something called the MVNO. Now everybody talks about MVNO, or Mobile Virtual Network Operator. We are an aggregator of MVNOs. We have 21 MVNOs under us, and we also have our own MVNO focused on IoT. We have 3 million subscribers. I believe we were a challenge to PortaOne, not because of the number of subscribers, but IoT have a very different signaling profile in the network. The device is not connected all the time. The device is connect to save battery and then connect only when it's, so we have like 2000 plus TPS, transactions per second, and we are using the Oracle Cloud to do this. We try with Oracle Cloud outside Brazil, it didn't work. So we move into the country and we put a direct link and so on. We are not doing only accounting, we are doing authorization and authentication. We prefer to work with PortaOne as much as possible because every time we challenge them, they came to and they try to fix the problem and they try to develop the new thing and so on. So it's always good for us. In the IoT network today, in these 3 million subscribers, we have everything from point of sale machines, the credit card machines. It's very common in Brazil. I know in the United States, for example, they take your card to go back and pass somewhere else. But in Brazil, it's the machine that comes with you. I think Europe now, it's the machine comes to you also. Yeah, it's true. But most of these schemes were invented in Brazil. Okay, so um, so we have all the way from POS machines to tractors, in the farm industry, cars, trucks, containers, whatever you can imagine, and also cows. Tatiana like when we talk about the cows, you know. Cows is good because, do I'm pronouncing correct, cows? Yeah, animals, no? It's good, okay. They are good because we have 220 million people in Brazil, but we have 230 million cows, you know? And they don't call for support when it's off, so it's a good thing, you know? Temperature depend on the device that you put in the animal.
The color, right?
It depends. There is the earring, there is the color, and also there is a color in a belt, in other parts. And sometimes, with the temperature, they can detect if the cow is in the moment, the right moment to be fertilized. Okay, I don't know if I'm saying correct in English, but they know if it's with the color, the belt, they can know if it's sleeping too much, if it's not walking enough. With the color plus this, they can know if how many. What do you say? No, instead of bites, chewing, because they chewing a lot, So they can measure if they are eating enough or if the grass is not good enough, so they can move to a different field and all these things. Okay, so we have different cases there. Okay, some of them fail, like dog trackers. Why? Because battery is a problem. Nobody wants to put the dock to charge every day, and nobody wants to take out the collar every day. And unfortunately, they don't come to talk with us because the carriers can do a lot to reduce battery consumption. Just using our signaling network, for example, in the dock case, you can move from 1-day battery to 7 days battery without changing the device, just firmware. Um, so we have many different applications there and whatever you can imagine. We also do private networks, and we also outsource core network for other MVNOs. We are a different kind of MVNO. We are almost like a light MNO. We have all the components of a mobile network, but the BTS and the radio and the BSS, okay? All the 4G, 5G components, database, numbering, IMSIs, whatever you guys can imagine, everything, okay? We even can provide you a letter to the Malta guy saying that we can sell eSIMs in Malta, no problem to us. Yeah, it's not a problem. We have a company in Europe also, so it's not a problem also.
So you have everything except towers.
Exactly. And when we have private networks, then we have everything: the tower, the radio, and so on.
You're
Okay.
basically full
Yes, it's just from the normal full MVNO concept in Europe was more like the BSS OSS thing, but not the core elements. Okay. Now there is more people like us, but I mean, when we start with this in 2010, it was kind of new, and they used to call us like a light MNO.
You only work with one operator in Brazil, or you?
All of them.
Okay, so you've got agreements with all.
Yes.
Oh, so your SIMs can roam too.
Yeah, all over the world.
Plus, in Brazil,
Yes.
you always have the best coverage.
Yes.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, and we have some different applets in the SIM card and so on. So we had been doing this for a long time, not as long as the Malta guy. Long enough to work in a company with Hugo 20 plus years ago. We worked for Vocaltech. We already started Datora, but was not doing so well. And so I had a job there also. So anyway, and if you guys need anything in the mobile world, in the IoT world, we are open to talk with you and provide applications that you may need, exchange information, and so on. We are also looking for new use case to bring to Brazil. So for example, we are interested now in selling PBX, but not to the end user. We'll sell to ISPs that will send to end users. We are always wholesalers, okay? So anything that we can package and give to the ISP to sell in the market, we are glad to hear from. And the add-on market, I think it's a very interesting thing, but if you guys have other stuff to provide us, we are open, okay? Thanks a lot. Go ahead.
What's been the challenge for battery life? Sounds like the biggest issue. What's been the impediment moving toward a Cat 1 or like a lower power cellular IoT solution? Is it just the network side's not ready, or the device is too expensive, or?
Both things. The network side is not ready. Many things in IoT in Brazil is still running 2G. Okay, so then it comes to the harder problem, because if you move from 2G to a 4G device, it's more expensive, the chipset. So the device becomes more expensive, and manufacturers are taking advantage of this also. 70%. Yeah. And even more if it's a high-end device, they are charging like 120% more for the 4G, because they are trying now to increase their margins again. Yes, but we need to do it because the 2G network will be shut down. Yeah, so
in Switzerland we're getting rid of 3G as well.
Oh, 3G is gone in Brazil. Most of 3G is gone. Okay. Yeah, because they need the frequencies to use in the 4G and in the 5G. So
you only have 2G, and they completely.
We have 3G in many areas, but I mean, the first one being shut down is the 3G. Very fast. The 2G, because of the IoT things, we have 43 million devices connected to 2G now in Brazil. So for IoT only, so it's hard, and the country is big. It's you have problems with coverage. Imagine our situation. You know, we have like 95% people coverage, let's say, but if you look at from the territorial perspective, it's 15%. You know, so yeah, and most of them are in the same place. They are not very creative, you know, so which is good for us. We are not complaining. Please keep doing business like they are doing today. Okay. Sam is here also from the company. I forgot to introduce. We used to be IT director. He used to be engineering director. Now we are innovation, so we are looking for new stuff. We don't work anymore. We just talk. Yeah. We even got to programming again, so it's good. Okay. Thank you.